opened in 2001. It lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They touch him down with a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Another shot now at this extra point. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Taylor. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Open space inside the 40. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Hurts. He fires one deep down the right. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. Give him 32 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down throwing for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
On third down, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's running with it, and they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Has it down close. And in for the Detroit touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now he'll heave this one deep down the big gain downfield. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
He'll throw it yet again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They send a man in motion. Throw on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Okay, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 73, 70.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
73.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Catch made over the middle. He has room past the 25. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. Working quickly here. Back to the well again. And they'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Call it 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Hurts setting up to throw. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Mustang 19. Set. Cut 19. Cut 19. Hut, hut.
Throwing it to start this drive. Caught by Flowers. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. From the 34. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw secured by George Pickett. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
18 Cardinal, go!
To throw here on first down. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
70 Timberwolf, let's go!
Second down carry for Taylor. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's go!
Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos. With it, first and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Johnson with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Try and get it into Nico Collins. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
And down he goes. The Broncos got there. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Back to throw it. On the move, headed right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Good, brother, good.
Quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3. Looking right, and he finds him. And he stopped cold at the spot. We will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Throwing now from the gun. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Broncos will have a first down.
19 Lions. Go!
They'll throw it again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Finding Flowers. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
19 Tiger, 19.
From the 19. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Taylor now up the middle. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob, 70 range.
Taylor again. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
70 Lions. Go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown, lost.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try and throw it here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. And the Broncos offense isn't leaving the field. Looks like they're going to go for 2. They send the tight end in motion.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. He fields it from the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Tiger Swamp, Tiger Swamp.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. They give it to him again. And he'll get it up to the 44. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hey, 73, 73.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's go now.
From the 23. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
18, Roger, 18. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Buys time, rolling right. On target to his man Taylor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It may have started off so small, but then he squirmed right through that initial traffic to find a lot more space to gash him. As far as shuffle passes go, Kate, the results don't get too much better than that.
With the score, Lions 44, Broncos.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready. Bring it. Hot.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And he gets his own fumble, so the comeback hopes are still alive, but that clock keeps running. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Straight ahead with Taylor. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 8. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. From the gun, Taylor. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
Here we go, set, ready.
Now a handoff to Taylor. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Set. 60 bison, 60 bison. Ready.
Going power with the big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
They want to run it across. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Go, go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one's caught along the left sideline. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Taylor. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
What a crunch play late. He intercepts it. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Great.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw. This ball's caught by Palmer. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Lions up by 4. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
First
1st down, ball at the 36. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Setting up to pass. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing a 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Let's go. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Go.
Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
One final shot here. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Going the other way, Lions have it. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.